Hey troopers, Dan here. Today we're going to be looking at the forearms. So I had a question on YouTube from Richie Stormtrooper, which by the way, he's got a great channel, so check it out. Really informative videos there on different types of armour kits and also how to build them. So as I say, check out Richie Stormtrooper. But he was asking what method I was using to get rid of the return edge on the end of the forearms. So I've got a video for that lined up now. Hi everyone, Dan here. Just sorting out, this is the Trooper Master left and right forearms, left and right. That one there I've already done, hopefully it's in camera. The camera's hanging from a shelf, but you can see there it's got a really nice smooth wrist edge, which should have no return edge based on the movie suits themselves. On this one here you can still see has a lot of return edge. I wanted to try and find a way to make them nice and flat. And I thought if I cut with scissors, it's not going to be even. If I try to use a Dremel disc, it's unlikely to get, well, without making a mess basically. So what I decided to do was just really simple. Sandpaper on a flat surface and sand it. Effectively that's all I'm doing, just like this. So a belt sander might be better if you've got one, but I don't. And afterwards the result, I'll show some photos as well. The result is that really clean cut wrist edge. I'm going to do a bit more on here actually because there's still a little bit of lip in there, so a millimetre or so. And that's basically it. That's the way that I am doing this time, rightly or wrongly, doing the forearm wrist opening. Sandpaper, this is 100 grit, and just literally rubbing it over. If you can, try and make sure you keep the bottom part, which way is it? That way, flat. Try not to get it too uneven, but that's basically it. It's starting to take shape in here actually. You can see that there's a lot more to go there, but you can get the idea. It gives a really nice finish in the end. Right, there we go. You can hopefully see in there. I am wearing a mask, so apologies for the sound. But it's a much smoother line all the way around. Nice and flat. And when you look at it that way, again, it's pretty nice. Again, rightly or wrongly, that's how it comes out. So here we go. Here's the results of those forearms. So using the sandpaper as I did in the video there, you can see that it is a really crisp, flat edge. Details that you'll be asked for if you're going for higher levels of 501st clearance would be things like having no return edge on the wrist end, and that's effectively what I got here. And as I say, that was using flat sandpaper. Again, there might be other methods. That's got a slight angle back, which would be towards the wrist. This is the left forearm, so your wrist would be sort of coming out here, the top of your hand here, and the lower edge there. So again, that's that. And it's exactly the same on the other side. So this is then the right forearm, and again, exactly the same, a real smooth edge. I used, I think it's on the video, but it was either 100 grit, 150 grit sandpaper initially to get it flat, and then just to give it a nice finish afterwards I used about 600 grit and just gave it that finished edge. So there we go, that's the wrist edge of this Trooper Master forearm. So there we go, you've seen the process there using flat sandpaper to get the edges removed, get that return edge off. You've then seen close-ups of the wrists as well, and that's basically about it. So to say, that's my method. Whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. I honestly have no idea how the originals were done, whether they were cut with something. But as I say, I really don't know. If you look at some of them, they're a bit wonky in places, but they do have that nice crisp edge. So for me, that's a really nice way of doing it. So that's effectively, apart from strapping them up, that's the biceps and forearms done for both sides. Next up, I'll be doing the shoulder bells and then moving on to the torso. So that's it for now. I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye.